Now, when China takes advantage of us, and this goes for others, I use them because they're the ultimate abuser. When China takes advantage of us, okay, as they've been doing for years, even before Obama, in all fairness to Obama, but when China takes advantage of us and we lose hundreds of billions of dollars a year, and by the way, China taxes us, just so you understand, Marie, you know, we're talking about free trade. China is taxing us. If you're a manufacturer, I have many friends, manufacturers, they can't get their goods into China, and when they do, they have to pay a big tariff, okay? Just so you understand.
And you can't have and you could only be 49%. You got to go in a joint venture, and you could only own 49%.
Absolutely.
Right.
And look at Boeing. Boeing just made a deal to sell 300 airplanes, and China's making them build massive plants in China, okay? Massive plants. Right. Boeing's going to build a lot of their planes out of China now because China's forcing them to do it. Look, I believe in free trade, but we are being ripped off by all of these countries that have much smarter people than we do in terms of the negotiators. That's why Carl Icahn came out and endorsed me. You saw that. Carl endorsed. Yes. I don't know if Carl endorses anybody. I mean, who does Carl endorse?
You're right. No, he's spoken very highly of you and your plans.
He knows
let me switch gears, Tom.
Maria, he knows
and he's a business guy.
And he knows
and he's a business guy.
And he hates to see what's happening. And Carl's very big into corporate inversions, where companies are moving out of the United States. And also, companies can't bring their money back in. What?
We're about to lose Pfizer, the 10th largest company in America. Pfizer wants to acquire Allergan. They want to go to Ireland.
Maria, if we continue to have incompetent people running our government, you're going to lose many companies. This is Pfizer. We've already lost plenty, but they're smaller companies that you don't read about, that you don't hear so much about.
Yeah.
We're going to lose tremendous amounts of companies, and for two reasons. Number one, taxes, but number two, this is indirectly taxes. Some of these companies have billions of dollars. I mean, they have tremendous amounts of money outside of the country. They can't get their money back in.
Right. Well, they're double taxed. I mean, let me stay on the tax story because you have been very clear about your tax plan in terms of making sure that those people who are trying to avoid taxes are held to account. Marco Rubio, he was really the outlier. He's keeping his top marginal rate at 35%. That's a lot. I mean, a lot of you have very similar tenets. You want lower corporate taxes, you want smaller governments, but it's interesting when you start, looking specifics at the plans, the tax plans. Marco Rubio's plans, the highest tax rate is 35%. That's so different than what we have right now at 39.6%, but he needs that to pay for his tax credit for children. Tell me the broad, important points about your tax plan, Donald.
Okay, well, let me just say about Marco, first of all. He's a good guy, nice guy. I got to know him the other night better than ever before.
Really?
We were standing next to each other and talking. It's very nice.
Right.
But Marco's not big into, the world of budgets and the world of taxation and the world of finance, okay? He doesn't know anything about that, nor should he. But that's not his thing. So when he comes up with a plan, and his numbers are higher than anybody else's, and that's not going to drive, mine is going to be dynamic. First of all, it's called simplification. I'm simplifying and substantially reducing rates. Corporate rate is going to be 15% to bring money back into the country. We have $2.5 trillion out that we know of. We think it's going to be much higher than that. To bring money into the country, it's going to be 10%. So instead of paying an enormous tax, which right now they can't pay, so they don't get the money. And one thing I have to say, Maria, Democrats and Republicans agree 100% that the money should come back into the country. Everybody agrees. This is one of the few things. They all agree. For 3.5 years, they've agreed. They can't make a deal. You know why? Because they have no leadership. They have nobody. So they all agree the money should come back in, but they have no leadership.
Right, I know that. Yeah, I mean, it's unbelievable how long we've been talking about tax reform, and I can't get it done. Real quick, Donald, what's your take on this whole Missouri story? Protests really taking a troubling turn.
I think it's disgusting.
Yeah.
I think the two people that resigned are weak, ineffective people. I think that when they resigned, they set something in motion that's going to be a disaster for the next long period of time. They were weak, ineffective people. How we hire people like this. Trump should have been the chancellor of that university. Believe me, there would have been no resignation.
It really is so unfortunate.
Oh, no, it's so bad. And by the way, did you look at their demands?
Yeah.
Maria, did you look at their demands? Their demands are like crazy. The demands that things that they're asking for, many of those things are like crazy. So it is just
real quick,
disgraceful.
before you go, I know you got to jump. Donald, you know, the FBI is expanding this investigation of Hillary Clinton's emails. I thought one thing was for sure the other night. It seems like the candidates now are turning now to the target of Hillary. I mean, we know she's going to be the front runner. Any thoughts on the FBI investigation into her emails, Donald?
I think she's being protected by the Democrats because many people are in jail right now for doing 5% of what she did. She's being protected by the Democrats, by the prosecutors, and possibly by the FBI, and that's just not what I hear about them. I'm so disappointed in them. But possibly.
Donald,
and look, what she did is a crime. She broke the law 100%. In many different ways, she broke the law. She is being protected 100% by the prosecutors and probably, almost definitely, by the president. He said, don't prosecute her. And that's what happened.
I really enjoyed the debate the other night, Donald, because I think that we got to real substantial issues. I'm getting commentary from CEOs everywhere telling me, thank you for soliciting real information. So thank you. Thank you for that
and
debate.
The group, the three of you were so outstanding. And I've told people, and you know the word I used, it's a strange word to use. I said they were really great. It was elegant. You were elegant. All three. I mean, it was an elegant, and especially after the whole thing with the football questions, right? And it was so ridiculous, the previous debate. So fantasy football.
Thank you.
But you were elegant, and it was a great job by the three of you. You should be very proud of yourselves.
I appreciate you saying that very much, Donald. Have a great day, and thanks so much for joining us this morning.
Thanks, Maria. You take care of yourself. Bye.
We'll see you on the campaign trail. Donald Trump.